What's up YouTube? My name's Kenneth. Today's video is on the offset cube by Oscar Van Deventer, and this puzzle is a fascinating puzzle. I think it's really cool. As you can see, it looks like a 2x2x7 that's been squished down like this, but of course it has these interesting lines across the side. You can't actually turn them. As you can see, it's one piece, and you'll see why those lines are there in just a second. But what makes this puzzle so interesting is it doesn't just turn like you would expect a 2x2x7 to turn. There's a little bit more that goes on. So as you can see, you can turn the side like this as you'd expect. But what happens is if you turn this side, you can see there's now an offset, and that's why it's called the offset cube. And so now the layers are no longer lining up with the layers you'd expect them to. And then if you turn the front again like this, you can see now there's a double offset. And so anyway, that's really cool. And it makes it so it's pretty challenging because now pieces that could never really change places, like for instance these two pieces here on a 2x2x7 could never get in these two places. And so, but because of the offset, you can do moves like that. So for instance, let's do the double offset like this, and we'll do one layer turn, and we'll undo the offset, and you can see that this piece, this piece, this piece, and this piece have all kind of moved. Anyway, it makes it so it's a very challenging puzzle. At least I found it to be very challenging, but I was able to figure out how to solve it. And there were a lot of weird issues, kind of parodies at the end that I found difficult. And I actually left it in one of the weird parodies just to show you guys, give you an example. And as you can see, everything is solved on this puzzle except for these two pieces need to switch. And now you can see why we have this line here, because it gives you an indication where each piece goes in the column. And so these two pieces actually need to switch, and this is one of the parodies I had difficulty figuring out how to solve, but I have figured out how to do this one, and I just wanted to show you guys kind of what it looks like. So anyway, I find it to be a really cool puzzle, and I think the mechanism is pretty genius. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like inside. So with the puzzle all disassembled, you can kind of really see what's going on here. You can see this edge piece down here in the bottom track on a normal 2x2x7 could never move up a track, but because we have the offset right here, and now we've made this offset, when we slide the edge piece across into this half of the puzzle and turn it back, the edge which was on the bottom now has moved up into the track above. And so that's what makes this puzzle so cool and also so challenging. So as you can see, the puzzle is all put back together, and anyway, the solving of the puzzle is a lot of fun. It took me about 3 or 4 days to figure it out, and once I figured it out, I was very excited. I had some trouble with trying to, kind of come up with algorithms to move the pieces around. Once I came up with some algorithms, it wasn't all that difficult. It is still pretty time consuming to try to solve the puzzle. Right now I can solve it in about maybe anywhere between 10 and 20 minutes, depending on what situations I run into. And at the end I kind of have a couple parodies, but I was able to figure out both of them, and they weren't too difficult. So anyway, I'm happy with the way I solved it. The turning is very nice. The layers all turn pretty well. The only kind of issue it has is when you try to turn the red outer layer. That's because this piece here is connected to the core, and if I want to just turn this red layer, I have to turn that kind of cylindrical core inside of this puzzle. The whole core has to turn with this layer, and so there's quite a bit of friction on this layer here. But then the rest of the layers, if you just turn the layers individually, they turn quite nicely. It's just this outer layer on the red side that has issues. The orange side, no problems. So, and then of course these layers turn very smoothly, and there's no problems there. So the only other kind of issue with the puzzle is when you're in the double offset kind of position, these two pieces up here kind of want to fall out. But I never really found that to be a problem when I'm actually solving it. But it just happens when I'm kind of once the puzzle is solved and I'm kind of showing the puzzle off, putting it in the double offset, and then, you know, it kind of falls out of alignment, gets stuck, but it's not a big deal. So anyway, the turning is great. The stickers are also very good. I noticed Oscar does a great job with his stickers. I'm a little bummed though, I actually kind of damaged this one a little bit. But besides that, the stickers are really nice, and he did a really good job. He really pays attention to the details of his puzzles, and I'm impressed. The build quality is great. So that's pretty much it for this video. I do plan on showing you guys a solve of this puzzle, and because it takes me, you know, between 10 and 20 minutes, I'm not exactly sure how long it will take me, but because it takes me a while, I'll probably answer your guys' questions in the video. So definitely check out my Facebook. I'll put a link in the description to a post on Facebook where I'll ask you guys to give me questions for that video, and then the questions that are thumbed up the most, I'll answer those questions first. And anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks guys for watching, and I want to especially thank Oscar for letting me borrow some of his puzzles, including this one. And that's it. So thanks guys for watching, and of course, have a great day.